Guys, what is going on? This is Ip of RageQuitTV. Joining me is Aquaman. We do have a PvP semifinals in the ace match. Esport, also known as Colin, spawning as the blue Protoss in the northern position, and Gatored spawning as the green Protoss. Gatored is from Team 1. I'm guessing Colin / Esport is from Team Unique. I don't know if that's an actual clan or not. And what do you think is going to happen in this game, Aquaman? Explain last game.
Yeah, of course. Well, both these players have won one game in the best of 3, so they both know what is capable of the other person. Esport going for that 4-gate. He knows it worked very, very well at the beginning of this game. Maybe ONEGatored is going to try and defend the 4-gate with his own 4-gate. I'm not entirely sure, because I mean, if Esport does 4-gate again, I think he could win pretty handily right now.
Well, I think the 4-gate really, it would have been a lot different if Esport didn't lose that
the first game, right?
Oh, wait. I'm trying to think. Gatored won the last game, or did Esport win the last game?
Esport won the last game. Gatored Esport won the last game, and then Gatored won the first one.
Okay, yeah. So if Gatored didn't lose that Stalker early on and actually saw that one forward pylon, I think he would have been perfectly fine against the 4-gate. The 2-gate overbuild can hold it off. He just made a small mistake, and maybe it wasn't a mistake, just got a little bit unlucky and scouted that a little too late, lost a Stalker, and yeah, just went all downhill from there. You can't lose a Stalker to nothing early on in the game. And we do have Gatored now going off the scout, and Esport has already entered the base of Gatored, so...
And the really cool thing right now is that both players are doing a very mirrored build right now, because the cool thing is whenever you see, say, two races play each other, they normally do a mirror build until one of them does something a little bit different, and that's what kind of wins them the game there, you know?
Yeah, and Simon Escort going down for both players. Looks like Gatored trying to zap a pylon. I've never actually seen a Pope take out a pylon, not even in Bronze League, but you know what, it's always fun to hit a pylon. And every now and then, oh wait, we have a gas deal coming out from Gatored, so Gatored is telling Esport, go 4-gate. Because
just bring it on this time.
Yeah, taking that gas, it doesn't leave Protoss with that many options, because the strongest build they can do off of one gas is going to be that 4-gate. So we'll see. And gas deal
looks
is
like
also
there's a
going
gas
down.
deal. Yeah, there was a gas deal at the other base as well. So both players still doing the mirror build here, getting that warp gate technology out at the exact same time, same as the Zealots as well. So it's just only a matter of time until something changes.
Yeah, Esport is sneaking in warp probes. He's at 20 out of, I mean, Gatored has 21 probes, Esport has 19. I really hate mirrored matchups, by the way. If that isn't clear by now, mirrored matchups, not my favorite generally, but we do have Zealots wailing away on those assimilators, and they will get their second gases, and we're going to see if they decide to 4-gate. We do have 2 gates out for Gatored right now, and there goes the 3rd gate. So is he going to get that 4th one?
That is a very good question. Yes, there's the 4-gate going down by Esport. He's doing the exact same thing again, because he did lose that gas, so he passed the 4-gate. I don't know if ONEGatored is going to go for it. Yes, he is, so both players are still mirroring each other, getting that 4-gate out right now.
Yeah, and I like how Gatored, I'm not sure if he was this on purpose or not, he built the 2 gateways out of sight of that assimilator, and then that 4th gateway he put in range. So this kind of looks like it could be a 2-gate build, or it could be a 1-gate robo, another gate. If the simulator was seeing too much, he may be thinking it's not a 4-gate. He would have placed them all there. That one would have been there much, much earlier. So both these players mirroring the builds, both doing 4-gates, and we're going to see who has the stronger 4-gate. And wait a second, Esport, he is going 4-gate blink? What is that? I see a Twilight Council, and yeah.
Yeah, so I think that this is where the mirror game starts turning into when people start doing things that are really different. As you can see, the blink's going down, and now Esports is going to use this extra minerals to mass up his force. So the forces will be different, of course. You know, Esport will have a little bit less units, but you can blink those away, which allows them to micro a little bit better. But there is a lot more Zealots there that can do a lot of damage as well. For ONEGatored.
But this is really bad. This is a defensive 4-gate for Gatored against a weird 4-gate for Esport with that blink play. And the blink is just going to help him so much. If Gator didn't do a defensive 4-gate and just did an offensive one, he may be able to just stomp eSport right now. eSport doesn't have a sentry to do any force fields, just has one Zealot, a lot of Stalkers, so he'll have less units because he got the Twilight Council, plus he got Blink. So
yeah, and also he has to be able to support those gateways. I believe that a 4-gate can only be supported by one base for so long, about like 9 or 10 minutes. Then the 4-gate starts becoming almost impossible to keep supporting, and all the Stalkers just passed each other. I don't think that either of them really paid attention too much to that.
If Gator gets hit by these Stalkers, this may be game ending right now. And Gator trying to get back to his base, and eSport kind of blinked past them. And Gator's in a lot of trouble right now.
Kind of a little bit of a blunder, but he did do the offensive blink there, and all he has to do is get up that ramp. There is still the sentry there, and I don't think he wants to risk sending his units there because of the chance of there being a sentry. So sending those 2 Zealots up and realizing that there is the sentry there.
Yeah, and look at that unit's loss tab. It is about 700 700 resource difference, which is pretty big this early in the game in a PvP, especially when dealing with 4 gates. eSport does have Blink, and we're about to have an Immortal out for Gated. So we'll see how he can do his Immortal versus Stalkers. He is kind of just doing an infinite force field on his ramp.
But as you can see, those sentries are going to run out of those force fields soon. They are really low on their energy.
I think 3 sentries can do an infinite force field.
Probably, yeah. Just looking at, because this next one's going to be able to force field, no problem. Another one. So yeah, 3 sentries are going to do a great job.
And the Zealots get up, and oh my god, all the Stalkers blink up. Some of those Zealots with Gator can't do anything. That one was kind of frozen in time, just stuck behind the Stalker, and now eSport just blinking down. And this is going to be hard to defend. A lot of the Stalkers are low HP though, so that Immortal could start taking them out pretty quickly. But that's a lot of Stalkers to deal with, and eSport looks like he is going to back off. If he gets shield and does that again, that'll be game ending, I think, but if 2 Immortals come out, that could also turn the tides.
Well, eSport did a great job. He blinked right up there, he sniped the sentries, and then he sniped off the Immortal. And then there was another Immortal that did pop out, so it forced him to retreat. But now he has all those shields, and he's going to be able to just blink out, and there's just a little bit too many forces up there because they have a better concave.
What he is going to do is he's just going to poke up with his units that have health, blink them back, and then just go back and see if he can pick off any Zealots for free. Because, well, if you take a Zealot out and all you do is lose shields, you're in the lead. If he goes and attacks and you don't have shields, you can easily run away because Blink Stalkers are so freaking fast, nothing can catch up to them. And, well, he'll get back to his base, recharge his shields, and be just fine.
And eSport's even going for that Zealot leg speed there. He could do a pretty good amount of damage by setting them up the ramp first and charging them directly into the forces. As you can see, there's no sentry yet, but the observer comes out from Gator just so he can see exactly what kind of forces he is up against. And he does see all those Stalkers, even another pylon going down, but he does not see that.
Yeah, and I think eSport, if he gets that Zealot charge, he's not going to go up and attack. He's just going to try to contain him to one base and go for a charge lot Archon and possibly expand. But we do have 4 Zealots for Gator now using that proxy pylon about to storm into eSport's base. And eSport doesn't have any units, but he can build 1 unit out of 1 warp gate. No, he just used a full cycle of warp gates. So
this could be huge benefit to Gator right now if he just blocks off all these probes from actually getting any damage here. Just hacking and slashing at every one of these units here and actually pulling back all of eSport's forces. This is going to allow Gator to even expand or make more units as well. This is going to be a great move.
But he wasn't really teamed up on any one building. He had 4 Zealots attacking 4 pylons, so he may take out 1 pylon. If he had them start attacking the same pylons, he could have easily taken some out. And while eSport did lose a lot of mining time, he didn't really lose that much minerals and buildings or workers. Saved them all, lost a pylon. I think he lost 2 probes, so pretty good job for eSport defending that. But now Gator does have Blink, does have Immortals, but Blink Stalkers lose to charge lots, I believe.
Immortals, I believe so. Usually you get your Zealots.
Immortals get raped by charge lots. That's a no question.
Yeah.
But Blink Stalkers, I think, do pretty bad against them too. And now it looks like Gator is going around. He did supply cap eSports twice. By taking out that pylon up at his base, it supply capped him. And then as soon as he got out of supply cap, the proxy pylon did go down. and it supply capped them yet again. So Gatored ahead in food. Those 4 Zealots definitely turning the tides of the game so far, at least giving him a chance, because it looked so bad for Gatored. But he is taking expansion, and this could be game-ending, because you don't expand in PvP, ever.
And as you can see, there is more Zealots moving out. There is the Observer still scouting the entire base, so ONEGatored will know what to go for. He knows he needs to make some more Zealots, or some more Stalkers. Get those sentries out so they can force field the front of his units, or even get the +1 shield there, the Guardian shield, and it can defend his own forces against those ranged units there.
Yeah, and there's about 4k minerals left for eSport to mine, I believe. So he's starting to run low on minerals in his main. Gonna have to throw down expansion, just go all in very shortly.
Yeah, there's actually a huge amount of forces from both players. ONEGatored just barely pulling ahead with 2 food. eSport kind of catching up there as well. He did lose that mining time, like we saw there, so that could actually hurt him in the late game. But he didn't lose that many probes, so that means he can still keep getting that high resources. But I think ONEGatored just has the larger force right now, and that Nexus is finally going up, so he will be able to transfer those probes that were from his main base.
Yeah, Gatored also has an extra 7 probes this whole time, so... Well, he was behind the food count. Now he is just going ahead, and he's going slowly and slowly further ahead. We do have a Dark Shrine coming out from eSport, so it looks like he's going to try to do some type of Dark Templar play, but since there is the Observer, I don't think that's going to do too much. But we do have a Robo facility from eSport, so maybe he's going to try to blink, snipe an Observer, and then let his DTs go to work. I have no idea, but eSport has to make something happen here, as he's not going to have enough minerals left to reinforce it after this.
And wow, just huge force. But look at the spread from Gatored. He'll be able to defend this, no problem, even if eSport does split up his forces or go in a complete ball. Because he has that Observer there, he can see exactly which side he's going to go in.
Well,
and
there's no Archon, so force fields are going to wreck a Charge Lot's day. If he had Archons, he could break those force fields. And there goes the blink, taking out an Observer, and we could have the Charge Lots coming in here. Force fields go down, stopping a lot of them, getting a lot of free Zealots right there. That may be the game-ending blow. Those Zealots, definitely eSports need them. He can't really rebuild them again because he doesn't have much econ left.
And ONEGatored just showing his skill, showing that he is one of the tip-top players here right now in the ZOTAC tournament, knowing how to recover from the attacks from eSport, moving out, expanding, getting the extra resources that he needs to really just macro up and take down eSport. Even having those sentries like you saw there, force fielding away and just picking off as a few Zealots, receiving almost no damage. I don't think he received any damage at all from that small little attack there.
Looks like we have a split of forces coming out from eSport, trying to wait for Gatored to move out so he can flank him. And that's a lot of DPs. Like, a lot. So, if somehow that Observer dies and there's no detection, those DTs will go to town on anything. And uh-oh, Gatored's going to lose that Observer. This is going to be it. eSport has to go in and do a lot of damage. Force fields go down. Those DTs were backing off from force fields. Archons are being morphed. No Observer out just yet. Observer being made. These DTs are targeting the Immortals. He may just want to take out that Nexus. And there he goes. Going to try to take out the Nexus. We do have eSport going in for the attack. And this Nexus is maybe going to go down. I don't know. These Stalkers have to blink back and let the Zealots attack Zealot. And this Nexus did not go down.
Yeah, it looks like eSport is just not going to be able to hold this attack. He moved in, and then all the Blink Stalkers from Gatored just moved in, all the Zealots as well, and wow, there's the GG and the good luck from eSport. ONEGatored taking the game of this best of 3.